Chapter 50. Stories of Kaka Sahib Dikshit, Sri Thembe Swami, Balaram Durandhar. Chapter 50 of the original Satcharitra has been clubbed with Chapter 39. Hence, Chapter 51 is now dealt with as Chapter 50. Prayer. Victory be unto Sai, who is the Savior of us all, who is our Satguru, who enlightens us with the essence of Gita and gives us all the strength. O Sai, please shower your blessings on us all. The sandalwood trees growing on the Malaya mountains ward off heat. The clouds give rain that cools and refreshes people. The flowers blossom in the spring, enabling us to worship God with them. Similarly, stories of Sai Baba give solace and comfort to the readers. Both those who relate and those who hear Sai's stories are blessed and holy. It should be realized by all that unless a Satguru blesses us with his grace, we cannot attain the spiritual goal of life. The following story illustrates the statement. Kaka Sahib Dikshit, 1864 to 1962. Hari Sitaram alias Kaka Sahib Dikshit was born in 1864 in a Brahmin family at Khandwa. After his primary education at Khandwa and secondary at Nagpur, Kaka Sahib completed his higher education from Wilson College and Elphinstone College at Bombay. He passed his LLB and the solicitor's examination thereafter. Having served the government solicitor's firm for some time, he started a firm of his own subsequently. Before 1909 AD, Kaka Sahib had not heard of Sai Baba, but after that he became his staunch devotee. Once, while at Lonavala, he met his old friend Nana Sahib Chandorkar and both spent time sharing happenings of the past. Kaka Sahib recounted an incident wherein he had met with an accident while boarding a train in London and was injured in the leg. He related that despite trying several therapies, he had no relief. Nana Sahib then narrated in detail about the greatness of Sai Baba and how he attracted people from far and wide. He suggested Kaka have his darshan to be relieved of his pain and lameness. Very pleased at the information, Kaka Sahib said he would surely love to meet Sai Baba more for securing peace of mind and internal bliss rather than curing his lameness. Sometime later, Kaka Sahib went to Ahmednagar for participating in the Legislative Council elections and stayed with Sridhar Kaka Sahib Mirakar, father of Bala Sahib Mirakar, the Mamaltdar of Kopargaon. Bala Sahib had also come to Ahmednagar around the same time in connection with an exhibition. After the elections, Kaka Sahib Dikshit expressed his desire to visit Shirdi. While both Mirakars were contemplating on who would be an ideal guide for Dikshit, Baba was also simultaneously arranging for his reception. It so happened that Shama had to suddenly visit Ahmednagar to see his ailing mother-in-law. While he was planning to return, he came across Nana Sahib Thanse and Appa Sahib Godre, who appraised him that the Mirakars were looking for someone to take Kaka Sahib Dikshit to Shirdi. The Mirakars were also informed of Shama's arrival in Ahmednagar. Shama went to the Mirakars' residence, and after the formal introductions were made, it was arranged that Kaka Sahib and Shama would leave for Kopargaon by the 10 p.m. train that night. Interestingly, after the journey was settled, Bala Sahib unveiled a big portrait of Sai Baba. This belonged to Megha and was brought to Ahmednagar from Shirdi for replacing the broken glass on it. Kaka Sahib was moved and surprised to find that the person whom he was about to meet was already there, in the form of portrait, to welcome him. It was decided to send the portrait to Shirdi with Kaka Sahib and Shyama. The second-class compartments in the train were overcrowded, but with the help of the guard, who happened to be Kaka Sahib's friend, they had a comfortable journey in the first-class coupe up to Kopargaon. There, Kaka Sahib was thrilled to meet his friend Nana Sahib Chandorkar, and together they went to have darshan of Sai Baba. Kaka Sahib was deeply moved after seeing Baba. He remained there and passed several years in his company. He built a vada in Shirdi, which he made his permanent home, and experienced many leelas in Sai's presence. Baba had promised that he would take Kaka in an air coach, Viman, at the end of his life. True to the assurances, Kaka Sahib Dikshit breathed his last while travelling in a train with Hemad Pant, relating Baba's stories on 5th July 1926. Sri Tembe Swami. Sri Vasudevan Saraswati, also known as Tembe Swami, once encamped at Rajahmundry in Andhra Pradesh on the banks of river Godavari. He was an orthodox jnani and a yogi bhakta of Lord Dattatreya. Mr. Pundalika Rao, a pleader of Nanded, went to meet him with some friends when there was a casual mention of Sai Baba. The Swami at once bowed and gave a coconut to Pundalika Rao and requested him to offer it to his brother Sai with his pranams. He asked him to convey to Sai not to forget him, but love him always. Pundalika Rao promised to take the fruit along with the message to Baba. After a month, Pundalika Rao and others left for Shirdi. When they reached Manmad, they went to the revolt to drink water to quench their thirst. Deciding not to drink water on empty stomach, they planned to eat some chivda, flattened rice with spice. The chivda was very spicy, and in order to soften it, they broke a coconut, grated it, mixed it with chivda and ate it. Unfortunately, the coconut that was used was the one given by Tembe Swami. Realizing his mistake, a trembling and apologetic Pundalika Rao fell at Baba's feet. Baba, omniscient as he was, asked Pundalika Rao for the coconut sent by Tembe Swami, for which Rao held Baba's feet and confessed his negligence. Seeking Baba's pardon for his mistake, he also offered to give another fruit instead. But Baba refused, saying that the coconut sent by Swami was priceless and could not be replaced by another. Baba also added, "Do not worry about the matter. It was at my instance that the coconut was entrusted to you and ultimately broken by you on the way. Do not entertain a sense of execution in doing good as well as bad deeds. It is all done by me. Shred your ego and remain devoted, and thus your spiritual progress will be rapid." Balaram Durandhar. Mr. Balaram belonged to a Pathare Prabhu community of Santa Cruz, Bombay. He was an advocate at the Bombay High Court. The entire Durandhar family was religious and God-fearing. He came into Baba's fold in 1912 AD, when Balaram and his brothers decided to go to Shirdi. Before their arrival, Baba announced openly in the masjid as follows: "Today, many of my Darbar people are coming." The brothers came, prostrated before Baba, and sat at his feet. Then Baba said to all, "These are the Darbar people to whom I referred earlier. We are acquainted with each other for the last 60 generations." The Durandhar brothers were astonished to learn that Baba had mentioned their plans in advance. They were deeply moved and tears of joy rolled out of their eyes. After meals, Balaram sat near Baba, massaging his feet. Baba, who was smoking chillum, offered it to Balaram and beckoned him to smoke. Unaccustomed to smoking, Balaram accepted the pipe, took a puff with the great difficulty, and returned it to Baba. This was the most auspicious moment for him, as he was cured of asthma that he was suffering from for over 6 years. The disease did not trouble him again. The day the brothers came to Shirdi was a Thursday, and they did have the good fortune of witnessing the Chavadi procession. During the Aarti at the Chavadi and the Kakada Aarti the next morning, Balaram saw the luster of his beloved deity Panduranga in Baba's face. The above account of Balaram's visit was found in the book written by Balaram in Marathi on the life of Saint Tukaram, published in 1928. Om Namo Sainathaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. End of chapter 50.